Emergency preparedness is essential, and today I'm going to review two products which are critical for your safety and security. They are the LifeStraw and the LifeStraw Steel. I do believe that these are very important because water is our most critical asset. So let's look at these right now. Without a clean freshwater source, we're in big trouble. And it's not just when you're backpacking, when you're out on the road. This could happen at home. There are many cities around the world which have their water supplies contaminated, and you need proper filtration. What I do recommend with the LifeStraw and the LifeStraw Steel is that you use this as something that you put in your vehicle, you put on your boat, or your backpack. If you're camping, if you're going out on the road, it's a great tool to have. You may hope that you never need to even use it, but it is so important to have. So let's discuss the basics about the LifeStraw. The LifeStraw and LifeStraw Steel are essentially a straw that you stick into a source of water, whether that's a pond or a stream, and it will be able to filter it on the fly so that you can drink it and have a clean source of water. There are differences in between these two products, and I believe they are very important. Now, while the LifeStraw costs about $20 and the LifeStraw Steel is about twice as much, you need to understand that it's not just aesthetics that are differing these two products. There is actually a significant difference. So it's up to you what you need this for and how much you're willing to invest. The original LifeStraw is an excellent and inexpensive product that is used to filter two types of contaminants. It removes 99.999% of waterborne bacteria, including E. coli and Salmonella. It also removes 99.9% of waterborne protozoa. So these are the two types that this particular item will filter. It will not filter certain types of contaminants, and that's why you may want to upgrade to the LifeStraw Steel. This particular item is something that you would put in your backpack, in your RV, in your car, in your boat, and something that would take with you backpacking when you're going to be out on the road. You would always have a fresh source or a clean freshwater source if you bring this item with you. Now, if you wanted that next level, you would use the LifeStraw Steel. So let's get into that. When you see the difference, you'll understand why there are two different products here. So you get all of the filtration of the LifeStraw plus some added bonuses. So the LifeStraw is made out of plastic, whereas the LifeStraw Steel is made out of course, stainless steel. Now the LifeStraw is BPA free. However, this item here being a food grade stainless steel is certainly an upgrade. It also gives you the two-stage carbon capsule filter, and that allows it to filter out certain contaminants like chlorine. So this is a definite upgrade from the LifeStraw, but it all depends on what your source of the water is. If you don't expect there to be chlorine in there in the first place, you may not have any need for that. And of course, if it's something that you never want to use, but just keep in case of emergency, you may not really need that upgraded device. It all depends on what your needs are. In terms of their size, they are basically the same, but their weight on the steel is definitely heavier, obviously because of the material. In terms of construction, they both feel solid. They were both equally functional. There was no difference in that regard. I would just say that the two-stage carbon filter makes it obviously a cleaner taste when you consume it. So that is one benefit of the LifeStraw Steel. Now, in terms of pricing, obviously the LifeStraw Steel being about twice as much as the LifeStraw. It all depends again on your desires. So let's get into the actual drinking test. I'm actually going to take a sip of tap water from our local taps here in Toronto, which is something that I absolutely never do. And I will use both the LifeStraw and LifeStraw Steel to do so, and I will give you a comparison and analysis. We're going to begin with the regular LifeStraw. You take the larger end and put it inside your water source and take a sip. The water tastes pretty clean. I can definitely taste that. I'm getting a hint of the chlorine that's in the tap water, so that is an issue that will be discussed further, and we'll compare that to the LifeStraw Steel, which does in fact filter out the chlorine. So let's take a look at that. Next, we'll give the LifeStraw Steel a try. So once again, you put the larger end inside your water source and give it a sip. It tastes approximately the same, though I do get less of a hint of that chlorine that's in there, perhaps a little more purity because of the two-stage filter. Overall, the construction is definitely better. I'm getting a sense of the fact that this is steel versus the other item being a plastic material, but I would say that both of them, in an emergency type preparedness scenario, both would be adequate. So let's get further into this here as we look at the different products that are available from LifeStraw. They have so many. So they have the ones that I was reviewing today, whereas you see the LifeStraw personal water filter, the LifeStraw Steel, and you get into some others. I mean, they have the LifeStraw Go, which I think is excellent. So it's a water bottle that you can take with you, BPA free. It has a filter built into it so that you can pour someone else's water into there and it would be a clean source, something that you could take to, a friend's house or take to work or anything like that. You can take that poisonous water, put it in there, and you'd be able to have clean drinking water. I think that's excellent. And they have a few other products actually coming down the road, which I'll discuss more in a moment. Now, in terms of pricing, in terms of where to get these items, you can get it right from the LifeStraw website if you so choose to. You can also get them from Amazon, other retailers as well. I do not get any kickbacks for wherever you buy these from, so it's up to you. Amazon also sells them. I'm noticing that Amazon has a sale on right now that's $42 for the LifeStraw Steel, so that's an excellent deal right now at this time, and the LifeStraw is $19.99 there as well. So it's up to you which one you'd like to look at. I would just suggest that every person have just at least one of these as part of their emergency preparedness. I do think that it is very good to have. I like these products for myself. What I did was I emailed this company and basically asked them, said, look, I love your product. I know that my subscribers will love this product as well if they don't already have it. And if you send me one, I will do a review of them. So that's exactly what I did. They shipped them to me and here we are. So I think that they're excellent. I will be keeping these, one in the car and one at home, and being able to be prepared to have that emergency preparedness is essential. It's just one component of many components, but I think that water is essentially the most important. So having all different types of filters. You want your big Berkey type water filters. You want your LifeStraw type filters for on the go. This is important to have. The more filtration you have, the better. The more options, the better. That's for sure. So let's just quickly get into what's coming down here, coming soon. You can see that they have all of these different types of products. And I thought it was amazing that they were developing these here. And that is the LifeStraw Flex, the LifeStraw Play, and the LifeStraw Universal. Universal I thought was the most interesting concept because it allows you to put a filter onto any normal standard size bottle. So you could take one of those plastic bottles that you get from the store, and if that's what you needed to drink that day, then we've all been there, and you could put your filter on it and you'd be drinking clean water. So that I think is very important. It's a two-stage filter, so you're going to get rid of a lot of those contaminants that are within that source, and you'll be able to have fresh, clean water and you be able to use this filter as you wish. Of course, they would need to be replaced after a period of time, but that is a good sign because it means that it's removing those contaminants. And the LifeStraw Play is interesting as well because it's designed for kids, and parents often may neglect the filtration of their water supply, and it is so important for everyone, but also for the children too. So that is another 2-stage filter. It's a small bottle, a 10-ounce bottle, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. I think that these are something that I would really like to review out there. And LifeStraw, if you're listening, if you want to send me any of these, I will definitely do a review of these as well. I think these are excellent products. Everybody should have many different types of filters. The more the merrier, as they say. So I definitely give these products 2 thumbs up. In terms of what would be better, I definitely would say that the steel is better as a product, but then again, it's twice or more of the price. So it all depends again on what you need these for. And if at anything you want to get the LifeStraw, just put it in with the rest of your emergency preparedness items, and you'll be really safe and secure in terms of water filtration. Thank you and take care.